I I just don't know what to say after that. That was just embarrassing, disgraceful, and just frustrating to watch altogether. And this was against a Boston Celtics team that didn't have two of their top four players. The Raptors lose 126 to 114 against the Boston Celtics, and the Celtics were without both Kemba Walker and Marcus Smart, so they were starting like one of their bench guys at the point guard spot, and he wasn't doing much. His name was Waters, and he wasn't scoring or doing anything like that. At a point, they were just running Tatum as the point guard and then Jaylen Brown at the two, but it wasn't like Jaylen Brown was having a fantastic game or anything. It was Jason Tatum, who dropped 40 tonight, who was unstoppable, and the Raptors just allowed every single bench player on that Celtic team to just go off. The Celtic bench scored 60 points. 60 points. The Raptors bench scored 26. And most of the 26 points came from the Raptors when they were getting blown out in the fourth quarter. It was like Norman Powell and Chris Boucher just getting in those, those easy baskets and those garbage points. But this Raptor team, after that first quarter where every single shot was hitting, so like VanVleet's first two threes, money, Lowry's first two threes, money, and he even got a 4-point play, and then Siakam hit his first two threes, and then bam, Siakam never hit a three after that. And it was just like, okay, they're hitting all their threes, but they're only up by like 9. And you're like, okay, what's going to happen when they start missing? And that's what happened in the second quarter. The shots stopped falling, and the Raptors defense suffered. When the Raptors offense suffers, their defense suffers as well, and you just can't have that. One's got to be consistent, and that's always got to be your defense, because that's just effort. And the Raptors got outscored 38 to 14, 24-point differential, and that's pretty much the game right there. As the Raptors chipped away, but couldn't get it anywhere close in that third quarter. In the fourth quarter, the Raptors were playing the bench Boston Celtics guys, like the garbage guys. They cut it down to like 10 or 11 points near like the 2-3 minute mark, and then Brad Stevens is like, okay, let's just put this game away. He put Jaylen Brown and a couple other starters in, and the game was sealed after that. But honestly, this game, I gotta tell you, if VanVleet wasn't VanVleet tonight, 35 points, 13 of 20, like 6 threes, and he was just playing out of his mind tonight, this game could have been like a 30, 40-point loss, because everybody else on this Raptor team, from the Norman Powell, Kyle Lowry, Pascal Siakam, OG Anunoby, and Chris Boucher, you can name anybody, no one was like average tonight. Nobody, no one was even close. Pascal Siakam may have scored 22 points or something, but they were like a quiet, like meaningless 22 points. They had no effect on the game, and it didn't look like he was putting together a bunch of baskets in a row. He wasn't getting doubled. He started kicking it out initially in the first quarter, but after that, he was just like, they just started switching everything, and he can barely score over anybody at this point. I don't know what happened to his confidence, but it's just shot. There was not enough spin moves. You saw a couple of glimpses every now and then. One, he had that dunk, that 100 slam, and the one he had that beautiful Euro where Matt Devlin called him Spicy P, because I was like a Spicy P, the old Spicy P that we remember, and he finished the and one over Jaylen Brown. But other than that, Pascal Siakam is just not the same guy that we've seen the past couple of years, the all-star Pascal Siakam. So still looking for that. I don't know what to tell you guys. It's just effort, especially from your bench. The Celtics had this rookie named Pritchard, and as I was watching him play, I'm like, okay, this kid looks smart. He looks like he'll play in the league for a long time. He just knows what to do. He throws those passes that threads the needle. He's not scared to like get a turnover. He tries to thread the needle, and like certain players don't do that, but like certain players who have the confidence in their ability to do that will do that. And he was making great plays, and his crossover, he was crossing over the Raptors all game long. Terrence Davis got left behind a couple times there. And man, this kid was hitting the 3-point shot too. He kind of got VanVleet stumbling and then stepped back and hit the 3 too. I'm like, man, 23 points and 8 assists. That's just tell you enough how good this kid was. And he was coming off their bench. When Kemba Walker and Marcus Smart come by, this guy's not going to have that many minutes, but he's good. he's definitely a good piece to build around. We could have definitely used a guy like that. We have Malachi Flynn. I know Malachi Flynn hasn't played a lot of games. I think maybe this is his first game, but he's playing some minutes here tonight. And let me tell you, I don't see it. I don't see what he's got. He didn't do anything to impress me on either end. He was way too passive. Didn't really look for a shot. When he had an opportunity to pull the mid-range, he didn't do it. Terrence Davis and Matt Thomas, Nick Nurse told the press before the game that he was disappointed in those two guys, especially their games coming in today. They're just not playing enough defense, he's saying. And then, honestly, Malachi Flynn was useless in that first half. He wasn't really trying anything. He wasn't doing anything on the defensive end. He was getting killed by Pritchard. And if he's not giving you defense and he's not trying on offense, like to be assertive or aggressive, what's the point of him being out there? Honestly, I agree with the decision to play Terrence Davis in the second half. Terrence Davis, I know he sucks on defense, but he brought it on the offensive end. He had the huge poster dunk on, I think it was Daniel Tice. And you know what? He brings the offense. He's aggressive, even though sometimes it's unnecessary. He makes these dumb mistakes, but sometimes you live and die by that, because the Raptors really needed something, some kind of spark. He's like a J.R. Smith type player. You just need that instant offense. But of course, J.R. is a much better scorer than him. But you need that kind of, like irrational confidence at times. But I got to tell you, there are tons of things the Raptors got destroyed in today. First off, the rebounding margin. Massive. Raptors lost the rebounding battle 56-37. Another game where the Raptors got destroyed on the boards. Aaron Baines missed 1,000 layups in this game, and it was just atrocious to watch. And then in the second half, Nick Nurse was like, this guy's not playing no more, and he started Alex Len. Alex Len, better rebounder, but you know what? They saw Alex Len guarding Tristan Thompson, and Tristan Thompson just kept setting a pick for Jason Tatum's man, and Jason Tatum was destroying Alex Len off the pick and roll defense. When either Alex Len would fall back, he would knock down the three, or when Alex Len's like still pedaling backwards, Jason Tatum would either get free throws, or he'll get a layup, or he'll get a floater in the lane. He was just picking and choosing whatever he wants, and he was just destroying the Raptors. And after a point in that third quarter, the Raptors just lost that morale and that confidence, and they just started allowing the Boston bench guys to get open shots. Ogilvy, Robert Williams put back downs, Grant Williams open threes, and Pritchard, who's getting open threes as well. The Raptors were just allowing the Boston Celtics to get easy baskets. And I gotta tell you, OG Anunoby missing tons of threes. Don't look at the stat line, because Lowry, Siakam, and all these guys got better numbers in the fourth quarter. But through the three quarters, everybody sucked except VanVleet. And these guys gotta look at themselves in the mirror and just be like, who are we? Like, what are you guys even playing for at this point? 1-5 right now. This team is not going in the right direction, and Nick Nurse has got to think of something. Either change the starting lineup or change the whole rotations, because this is not working. He's got to get these guys like more cohesive. The bigs, you gotta look to score. Aaron Baines, Alex Len, you gotta look to score. You guys can't be on the court just looking to pass the basketball all the time. Like Tristan Thompson, he's setting strong screens, but he didn't take a shot. At least challenge them to shoot over you or something, and double team Tatum. None of that. Oh man, it was just tough to watch. A frustrating game, especially that fourth quarter. I'm just like, man, this team's getting absolutely smacked. And we were favored by the Vegas odds. We were favored by 8 points or something to win this game, because no Smart and no Walker. You think the Raptors have a good chance of winning it, but after that first quarter, you just saw how bad this team is on both ends. Defensively and offensively, they just had huge droughts. And the Celtics had like a 27-6 run in this game. They didn't make any sense what the Raptors were trying to do in this game. Honestly, that's it. That's it for my rant. This is a bad loss. Just frustrating to watch this team this year. Guys, leave a comment below on what you guys think of tonight's game. But honestly, just gotta throw this one in the garbage and reset your mindset right there. Guys, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Raptors Wrap Up. Until next time, peace.